TikTok basics part 2, the basics of using TikTok. Now, as a real estate agent, do you actually need TikTok? Maybe, maybe not. But if you, the cool thing about using tools like TikTok, it is, I think TikTok has figured it out more than Instagram, even though most of us are hanging out on Facebook and Instagram, and then we learn on YouTube. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, part 1 was just me showing you how it functions and how it works. So this time I'm going to actually show you how to upload a video. All right, so let's log into TikTok. And don't judge me by what could possibly come up. So it is really this easy. Now, could I say you could create a video on your mobile device and just simply upload it? Yes. Could you create a video on Instagram Reels and download it before you post it? Absolutely. Could you just simply upload them here? Yes. And that's what we're going to do. So first thing you do at the bottom of the screen is click the plus sign. And now we can upload a video. So I'll create a video. I'll make something up so you can see it work. Now notice bottom left, you have 10 minutes, 60 seconds, 15 seconds of photo and text. You can use effects. You can simply upload. The easiest route, here I'll go this route so you don't so I'm not talking to that screen. The easiest route is if you just upload, because you can have a pre-created video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the 10-minute option, and then I'm just going to create a short video so you can see this work. So we'll choose 10 minutes. And then over to the left, we can flip the camera. We can turn on the flash or the light. We can use the timer. We can even make ourselves look a little bit better with the enhance. I'm going to take my glasses off. And then when you see this arrow pointing down, you have a few more features. You can you can add voice. So I'm already doing this. So you can change your voice. So you can speed it up, etc. So I'm going to choose the timer. Now, the difference between TikTok and Instagram is that with TikTok, when you click on the timer, the difference between TikTok and Instagram, and I'm going to put my camera back up on my tripod. So there's the tripod. You see in my floor, but that's all right. So there's the tripod I'm going to use. And I do have a new tripod. I have a couple. I've been trying to find something else, but still not working the way I want. So once you're here, once you choose this timer, if you click start countdown, it's going to start. On Instagram, it doesn't start counting until you actually hit the button. So in this case, you get words, start the countdown. So I'm going to make something up once it counts down. I'm thinking about it now. Entrepreneur life. Things you need to know as a business owner. Did you know that there is something called the CAN-SPAM Act? So this act has to do with email marketing. Every time you send an email to the masses, someone that is not connected to you, or even someone that's connected to you, you have to give them an opt-out. So there has to be a feature for unsubscribe. It could be a button. It could be at the bottom. It says reply to unsubscribe. You must give someone the ability to opt out. Did you know? If not, you're in violation of the act. Let me know your thoughts and let me know what systems you're using. I use MailChimp. I've used HubSpot, and I have a CRM. I've often used Microsoft Outlook to send a quick email, and then I just say reply to unsubscribe. So what are you using to make sure you're in compliance with the act? Now notice I smiled at the end, and I smiled at the end for a few reasons. Now at the beginning, I could start talking because we had a countdown. So over here to the left, if I click this little icon here that gives me the ability to edit, we're putting the glasses back on, because, I can swipe all the way over to the right because I have less than 58 seconds or about 58 seconds. And I can now move this slider bar. So this is editing at its best. I mean, it's so easy now. I used to edit television. So I'm smiling. I see when I start talking. So that's good. Oh, wait. That works. So now I'm actually finished. And if I click on the image above, Notice what happens at the bottom. I can edit, I can add sound, I can add text, I can add effects, I can add magic and overlay. We're not going to do any of that. What we're going to do is up at the top, if I click the top left arrow, so up here, if I click this arrow, I get the full video. And so the video is just going to start talking again. I can also go down to the bottom right-hand corner. Well, first of all, I can add sound right out the gate. We're not going to do that. I can choose to add this to my stories on TikTok, or if I click next, bottom right, I can now just simply say something. So I can now say, and I'm just going to double check something. Let's go see. I'm going to go see what the act is. Okay, so the act is the CAN, C-A-N, spam act. So I'll just put some text in. Did you know if you are doing email marketing, you must comply with the CAN Spam Act? We'll put in question mark. Did you know? Oh. Saying too much. Any bigger word than my life, right? With that, probably needs to be on the inside, but did you know if you are using email marketing, you must comply with the CAN. I'm going to fix it because you know it's going to drive me nuts. CAN, whoops, CAN Spam, no spam act. You must give people the ability to opt out. So we've got the act. And, oh, let me tell you, the thing about TikTok is you can't come back and edit. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So this is where you want to make sure you put in everything you want right out the gate. Hashtags. I'll put in company information. I'll put in, no, the other thing I like about TikTok is it remembers the last hashtags you used. So I'm just going to keep clicking that pound sign, bottom right-hand corner of my mobile device. On track. Whoops. I'm telling you, whenever I use entrepreneur, that works. Whenever I type on TikTok, I always have to fix things. So now take a moment. You have more options. You can tag someone. So you can use hashtags. You can tag someone. You have the option for more videos. You can select a cover. We're just going to keep it simple. So I'm going to click select cover. And I can then choose where I want the video to be. And then at the bottom of the screen, I'll use one of the TikTok options. So I'll go with this one and I'll say, I'm just going to say unsubscribe. Let's see if this gets me some views. Unsubscribe. Save, top right-hand corner. And now I can post it. A few more options that I have because I have more than 1,000 followers. Now, first of all, everyone can add a location. I can also choose to add a link for products. I don't have a product. Everyone can view the post. More options gives me the ability to allow comments, allow a duet. I can allow people to stitch this if I want, or I have my privacy settings on. And then if I scroll down, I can say if this is AI generated content, it's not. And I can add this to a playlist because I have more than 1,000 followers. So I'll call this one Advance Your Business. And then I'll click done. We added this to a playlist. And now I'm going to actually post it. I think I edited, but before I post it, I'm going to go back one step, top left, and click this arrow because even though I created it in TikTok, I can save it right underneath the captions. And once I save it, I can now repurpose it on YouTube Shorts if it's 60 seconds or less, or Instagram if it's 90 seconds or less as a reel. If it's longer than 90 seconds, I can upload it as a post and it will look like a reel. So bottom right, it's done saving, click next, and now I can post it. Boom, we just created content for TikTok. It's that easy. There's your part two. The other thing you need to remember is if you log out of TikTok, it's going to it's not going to load until you finish allowing it to load. So I typically won't log out of TikTok until, let me turn that down, until it's done loading. So I'll often take a second because I'm just going to teach you something. Bottom right-hand corner, if you click profile, just remember, take a few minutes if you didn't do this in part one to edit your profile and make sure when you edit your profile that you say who you work for, because the consumer needs to know, and then add your link so people can reach out to you. Because I do have the ability to have playlists. Notice here, ask the expert, ask your kids. I'm working on that one. Advance your business, money tips, coffee with Carrie, etc. So now if I go back home, or in this case, I don't have to go home. I can see that this is the video I just added right here. So the basics of TikTok. Do you have questions? Let me know in the feed where are you watching this video. So yeah, wherever you're watching me, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, whether it is on Instagram,